Alright, this is Passing Back with Jacob Miles and Chris. I'm Miles.
I'm Jacob.
My name's Chris.
And we have our guest today, our second guest.
Oh, I'm Taylor.
This is my sister. Yes, sir.
Taylor, how you doing?
Hey,
I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm good.
why are you tired?
Because
I have to be at work at 5 a.m.
Oh, you for that.
But you're tired.
A long night.
What are you doing?
So,
Not you doing homework, y'all. But yeah. Let's get it
How
poppin'.
y'all doing, man?
Pretty
Pretty good.
I really can't complain. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't complain.
Yeah, man, just busy with school and stuff.
That's for damn
He
sure.
busy. He about to go be in band. So you know he finna go blow
You
that horn.
match.
Blow that horn away. Trombone life. Kick it.
So Taylor, since you're a graduate in grad school right now, tell us about that. How is it different from like being an undergrad?
it's definitely like, it has more demand of like, putting the work on you and you like taking initiative to do stuff. I guess, to learn on your own, you know, do more research than undergrad. It's been nice. It's just more work and long 3-hour classes, but it's good. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
So throughout like your whole like college experience, what's like the biggest thing you learned? And some key things that were key in your success.
Don't procrastinate.
Don't
Oh,
procrastinate.
yeah.
Well, Jacob's
Jacob's the only person that can procrastinate
outlier.
and actually be successful. Like, not even gonna lie, the boy has it down.
Yeah, don't procrastinate. Surround yourself by like good people.
People not like Chris.
Don't
Yeah.
surround yourself with people. If you see me coming, you gotta run. Don't surround.
Total 180.
Don't come me.
Yeah. Be wise. I guess about the people. Well, I just said that, but yeah, be wise about the people you surround yourself with. And think before you act and speak.
That's a big
That's
one.
something I definitely needed to take note of.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's all I got.
I got a question. What would you say is the biggest difference between like the classes from grad school to being in undergrad?
3-hour classes compared to
Ooh.
50-minute classes.
Yeah.
3 hour class. Is it like lecture for 3 hours straight or?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Like,
Is there a break? Like,
we usually have like a 15-minute break.
that still ain't long enough.
Yeah. But yeah, 3-hour classes, that's normal.
I agree.
So how many classes do you have like a week?
I was about to say, how many classes are you taking?
I'm taking just three classes right now, but one's online. Yeah, the other 2 are in person.
I was about to say, I mean, with the amount of hours, like, it's still a lot. Like,
Yes, it is. Yeah, and it's kind of different as well. Like, most of our work is on the weekend instead of during the week. So, like,
Wow.
while everyone's having fun
Yeah.
on the weekends, we're usually doing work, trying to cram it in because it's due on Sunday.
My goodness.
Wow. So whenever when you're in grad school,
Don't go to
no
grad school.
Northgate, no
Oh,
Northgate. Harris is out of the picture, guys.
My
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
Harris was out of the picture before, so.
You better go out on Thursday.
Mm-mm.
So now, man, we're finna dive into the sports just a little bit, man, real fast, right quick. So
This is not her section, but
I mean, I know
we're gonna get her
you
opinion though.
she do know a couple things.
I
She
know
knows some
you
people.
think-
She knows some people, bro.
All right. So what's some main things y'all picked up on last week in college football, man?
College football. Thank God Clemson is out of the top 4.
Dude,
Because they did not deserve to be in the top 4 at all. But you know, it's fine.
Didn't they just pass that thing about the football players getting paid?
It's all
Oh
athletes.
yeah, the Vikings.
All
Yeah.
athletes. But that's only starting in 2021.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, right now it's irrelevant. Next year it's irrelevant. So the year after that, that's when all hell's gonna break loose.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how that play out.
I feel
How do
like
y'all think that would play out like this?
first thing, I think a lot of college athletes will redshirt either this year, the upcoming year, or 2020.
So they can continue.
So they can have another year to get paid.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people will redshirt. Or in basketball, you know how athletes that are really good, they can like skip a year someone might just stay that extra year just so they can get paid in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be one of the things we see.
What do you think, Taylor?
I think it can be a good thing, them like getting compensated for their likeness, but I'm also wondering like what's the measure of like getting paid? Like how likable do you have to be, I guess in terms of maybe social media or whatever,
That's true.
to be getting paid? Like what are the standards of how much you get paid for whatever likes or posts or I don't know, retweets or whatever? That's just what I'm wondering. Otherwise, I think it's kind of a good thing. We'll see how it works out.
Yeah, there's definitely a gray area in there.
Oh yeah.
But like back to the basketball thing, I think we're gonna start seeing people stay maybe a little longer than just 1 year, and I feel like we're definitely gonna see more people instead of going overseas to play, like actually go back to college and like go play and everything.
That might be.
They have more incentive to go play now because mainly their main reason to leave is they don't want to go to college, they don't want to have to do all that, and then once they do go overseas, they do get paid.
Yeah.
And now they have a chance to stay here, stay with their families, stay in the U.S., and still get paid. So I think that could be a big thing for college basketball.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's gonna be huge, man. The class of 2021 is either gonna make or break this deal. Either they're gonna really abuse it, really abuse it, or they can be a role model.
I think unfortunately it'll be somewhat regulated.
Oh, it has to be.
Oh,
it will have to be heavily regulated.
Yeah.
Because it'll get out of hand really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I've heard stuff about, like, them paying, so, like, maybe scholarships go down a little bit and stuff like that. And I've also heard about, like, I saw some governor somewhere, some politician post something about, like, having to tax these players and all this other stuff.
Oh, God.
It's because, I mean, they're starting to get paid now, and it's, so...
There's
There's so much stuff that goes on behind the screen, all this other stuff that you don't think about. You're just like, okay, now we get money. Well, I mean, there's got to be tax. There's going to be all this regulation behind it. There's a lot more to it.
So here's the last question on this: do y'all think it will last, or do you think it would be short-lived?
I honestly think it just depends, and we kind of got to wait and see.
Yeah.
Because like. Kind of what Christian pointed out.
I think it'll be short.
Because like people could abuse it, and that could cut it real short. Or I mean, it could work out extremely well. It's kind of just a toss-up at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm wondering like how far will some players go to like increase their likeness? Yeah, it can be abused.
Because just like YouTubers go to increase their likeness on YouTube, people doing extreme stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
So you know.
I think like the most likable people, of course, will be quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You know,
people start YouTube channels. You know, athletes can start YouTube channels. And they can blow up like this. So you know, I don't know. It's crazy. I feel like on the part of will it last? Kind of depends on the professional sports leagues. I feel because like the NBA has a new program where like they're creating a league for 18-year-olds. Like just 18-year-olds to come straight out of high school to go straight into the league. So it's like a minor league to the G League.
Yeah.
So I feel like the NCAA was kind of pressured to pay players so they can keep up with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then like with college football, you know, you're not getting that on college football. Either you're going or you're not. Like, so like I just feel like that's pretty big, especially college baseball too. You know, college baseball's pretty big with a lot of players just going straight from high school to MLB, and they don't care when they get drafted. Last round, first round, they're probably gonna go because you can always go back to college.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I think that will like make college basketball like go down like as far as popularity and like the best players playing is like just like with baseball it's kind of like not really that popular college baseball.
It's not
because like the best players go into the league because they're 18 and stuff. I mean, as a smart 18-year-old, you're smart enough to know this opportunity is not going to happen down the road, so you better get it now.
Yeah.
And that's going to cause, you know, and then you can always go back to college. So it's just like, college is like a back burner thing.
College baseball is literally for late bloomers.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is, for late bloomers. Unless you just really want to go to college for like education or you just love that school, you know, go. But literally it's for like late bloomers.
Yeah, I think that's what college basketball turns into.
Yeah.
So back into the review of last week in college football, man. Anything that stood out to y'all? Georgia beat
Florida.
Florida. Yeah.
That was expected, sadly.
Yeah.
I was kind
I like Florida, but Florida's offense is just trash.
Trask is not ready.
Trash is, even though he's a senior, how are you not ready as a senior?
I didn't know he was a senior. That's
Yeah,
why.
he's
That's
a
crazy.
senior.
Yeah, I honestly kind of think Baylor is just not as good as their record says.
Yeah.
Nah.
So, I mean, they barely
Barely.
held out against West Virginia. And so they might be perfect, but who they play, they still have to play UT and Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna end up.
What were we gonna say, Tim?
Oh no, I was just asking if they're still running like undefeated.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a crazy way that game ended.
Yeah.
Like West Virginia made the field goal, but they had called for a false start.
Yes.
And the next time they kicked it, it got blocked. That was crazy.
I was like, wow.
I was at a Hollywood
It's-
party watching it.
They really just survived.
I know.
That's why I was shocked.
One more game.
My upset pick of the week almost happened with Virginia Tech.
It did.
That
It
is
did.
true.
Hey, they pulled it out. Notre Dame's doing their thing.
Notre Dame's still trash.
They so sure.
I still say trash.
My thing is, I can't believe Auburn almost. I mean, they won by 6 against Ole Miss. But I mean, come on, Auburn's was ranked 11 at the time. and
Yeah.
It's Ole
They
Miss.
should have blew them out.
They should have. Ole Miss is terrible.
They're horrible.
Vanderbilt's terrible.
They're horrible. If they were decent, they probably would have beat us.
Oh, my prediction: Bob Stoops to Florida State calling.
That's fair.
That's
Oh.
fair. I want to see that.
He's literally gonna leave the new XFL and go to
I want to see
Florida
that.
State. Will Tiger was absolutely terrible. It was atrocious.
Dude, they didn't even give him a chance. But I mean, honestly, like when you think about it, most of the games they played with him, Florida State was a more talented team
Oh yeah.
compared to like teams they were playing, like North Carolina State, whoever. They were a more talented team, but they're losing. Their coaching is bad. I mean, if you're more talented, like you can easily see that, like that their players are just quality, more high quality, and just a lot better than the other on the other side of the field. It's got to be the coaching. It's got to be the coaching.
Dude, they have Dalvin.
It's
Cook.
like I feel like it was early, but then again, it was bad. It was a bad situation.
So Taylor, what are some college teams besides A&M that you've been checking into? If any.
That was funny.
I mean, I don't keep up with a ton of them, but I like OU.
She like Oregon.
She
Everybody
been
like
Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, she like OU.
I lost. That's sadly lost though.
Yeah, I like Oklahoma. Don't like UT.
Nobody likes UT. Even UT people don't like UT. Y'all quarterback is a fullback running the ball.
I mean, yeah, I don't keep up with it a ton. I watch a few games.
You like the Cowboys?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
I mean,
That's all that matters.
Yeah,
All that matters.
yeah, I was like, I knew he was good.
All right, so let's go into the predictions, man, for college football this upcoming.
Kansas State over Texas.
Yeah, I call that too.
I mean, Kansas State's just playing good ball. It's not even anything against Texas. I just genuinely think Kansas State's gonna
Dude,
beat
do
Texas.
y'all think they get they don't win the Big 12?
Kansas State?
They might win the Big
Yeah.
12.
There's a chance.
They could. But they gonna go up against Oklahoma in the Big 12 championship, so that's tough. And Oklahoma ain't gonna lose twice. I'm telling you, Oklahoma.
It'll be a high scoring game though.
Jalen Hurts gonna be like, everybody get on. I'm telling you, we backpacking.
All right, Penn State at Minnesota.
And
Battle of the undefeated, man.
Wow.
I mean,
Penn about 10 points.
that's fair.
Where they
that's
playing?
kind of where I'm at.
They playing in
They're
Minnesota?
in Minnesota.
Ooh,
That just
Never
makes it
mind.
that more interesting.
bro, I'm Minnesota, bro.
You going with Minnesota?
Minnesota.
You
Yeah.
roll. You roll.
I remember
Roll.
PJ Fleck. PJ Fleck. He's got a 7-year extension.
Upset.
Minnesota. I don't believe Penn
I
State.
still gotta stick with Penn State.
Yeah.
What state you like better? Penn State?
Penn State.
That's what I thought. Minnesota will win
Why
the
you
game.
ask me anyway?
I want to be the only one that would choose Minnesota.
All right, couple more games. Iowa at Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Ooh.
Just because they're
Iowa's defense is
Who has better quarterback?
We all know Wisconsin ain't got no quarterback.
Iowa's definitely got a better quarterback, but
I'm going Iowa.
You sleep.
I'm going Iowa.
You sleep. No, Wisconsin.
I'm going Wisconsin.
Come on,
too.
man.
I think they're gonna shut down. They can pack that line and shut down Kentucky down. That's all they need.
Which
It's
thing
gonna be
do
a
you
low
like
scoring
better?
game though.
Do you like a Badger or do you want a Hawkeye? Which one do
I
you
mean,
want?
I was gonna go for Iowa, but
Hey!
Okay,
You
Two
like
on two,
Hawkeyes?
two on
That's
two.
fair. That's fair.
huh?
Two on two
You
and a
like
half.
Hawkeyes? Oh, bro, Badger? They got teeth.
Hey.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Then the big game.
Game of the week, baby.
Ooh,
man.
Game of the week. LSU at Bama.
LSU baby.
Baby, I don't know. Is it gonna be Bama? Roll Tide. Come on, y'all. Roll
Hey.
Tide all the way.
I just don't want Alabama to win.
Why?
I don't know.
Dude,
I'm tired.
I've been saying LSU this whole time, but now that I honestly think about it, dude, I might have to roll with Bama.
I feel
No,
like Bama's gonna
no.
win, but
Wait.
Nope.
Think about
I'm
this.
sticking with LSU.
Wait. When was the last time you saw Bama lose at home?
that's what I'm saying.
It was probably Johnny Manziel. That's when I
Bro,
can
I'm
remember.
telling you right now, if LSU cannot beat Alabama, Alabama will win the national championship.
They are going to win the national championship. I'm telling you.
This game right here decides who wins the national championship.
Yeah.
That's a statement, dude. You're
Bro,
you're
but I'm
throwing
Ohio.
You're
Joe
throwing
Burrow.
You're throwing Ohio State to the corner, man.
They're not ready yet.
They're not ready yet.
They're not ready yet.
They good. They're good. But they
They're
ain't
not
ready.
ready yet. Next year, it'll probably be them in Auburn. But anyway,
Auburn?
Oh,
I don't know, bro.
that's another topic.
That's not talking. I don't know.
okay.
Bro, LSU, I believe in Joe Burrow and that defense, bro. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
If anything loses that game for LSU, I think it's the coaching.
Really?
Yeah.
Coaching? Ed gonna do
Because
Ed.
if y'all watch, well, I'm gonna go on this right quick. If you watch like the last 5 minutes of like the Auburn LSU game, I don't remember any passing play by LSU. He literally Orgeron literally called a conservative game, and that forced Auburn to get back in the game. And it's just like, bro, what are you scared of? You
I
got
feel
Joe
like-
Burrow and you got them receivers.
They was trying to run the clock up, bro.
I understand that, but at some point, bro, you got Joe Burrow. If you can't read the defense, he'll run it and get it. Well, Chase gonna find a way to get open. Jefferson gonna get open. Bro, I would hand it off, but
Joe, low key, Joe not that good a quarterback. Let's be real.
I think he is, bro.
Joe is a good quarterback because he's been in the system for 5 years. You better be able to run the defense. The offense good. Let him go to the league and they build around him. I feel like you're not gonna be that great.
I think
He's gonna be like Jared Goff.
I think
That's his
so.
ceiling.
I'm just excited to see all these wide receivers, man. All of them. LSU's gauntlet of wide receivers. Alabama's like 16 receivers they have.
Yes, they have
Dude,
3 first-round receivers.
It's insane. Like, it's going to be high scoring, in my opinion. Both of them got good defenses, but I just think both of these offenses are going to be overpowering. But, dude, it's hard for me to pick against Bama. It's hard for me to.
So we got
Yeah.
Bama.
Damn.
I feel like Bama's gonna win.
Yeah, let the elephants roll loud, baby. Let's go.
I believe in you, LSU.
I mean,
All right.
I'm going to be rooting for LSU, but I just don't see them beating.
Yeah.
Come on.
Bama's just too tough of a team, no matter what. No matter what.
Bama gonna be Bama. It don't matter. Bama does Bama.
So let's go into NFL right quick, man.
The
I hope I'm
Cowboys.
wrong.
NFL, what are some big takeaways y'all got from last week?
That the Cowboys are gonna win the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Deshaun Watson.
Bro, y'all played a good game, bro.
Dude,
Y'all played a good game.
our defense actually showed up for once.
Y'all got
With a
Marcus
bunch of
Peters.
like second and third string DBs, and we had 2 interceptions. That's wild. Because Bradley Roby's out, starting safety is out. We had 3 or 4 DBs out. It was wild.
They was picking people off.
JJ Watt's gone
Man,
for the season. I was nervous, dude. I'm not gonna lie, because Gardner Minshew in that offense was looking pretty decent. He's only thrown 2 interceptions this entire season, and then he threw 2 that game and had a fumble.
Dang, Gardner.
Dude, it was crazy. I woke my butt up at 8 o'clock to watch them, but dude, it was worth it.
Respect.
It was worth it. Playing over in London, dude, They looked dominant. They looked good.
Yeah, like a Texas team, they should be. Yeah.
And
Yeah, they did look good.
And it just gets me excited, especially rolling into this bye week, getting everybody healthy, coming back for them Ravens, boy, dude.
Ooh.
That's gonna be a fun game to watch.
We're gonna get on in them in a minute.
Y'all need it. Yeah.
But
Y'all, I don't know if I give y'all a chance in that game.
Really?
Because I'm sorry, Lamar literally went to the Patriots and was just like, I own y'all. Like, he really made the Patriots look kind of trash.
see,
Like,
But
that's,
then again,
but he's a cheat
who
code.
have the Patriots played this season?
That is true.
I mean, they're playing like the Dolphins, Bills, Jets.
The Bills are a good team.
Bills are a good team.
The
Bills
Bills
are a
are,
good team.
but dude, they embarrassed the Bills. They made the Bills look terrible. And they played them once, but they played, I think, the Dolphins twice. Either them
They
or the
played the
Jets
Browns.
twice. They played the Browns. They've played some really bad teams. And the first real team that they played made them look terrible.
Lamar ran all over them.
I'm not really like too big on it. Patriots losing because they're a different team come the playoffs.
Oh,
Way different
yeah.
team.
I'd rather lose now than the playoffs.
But
The
it's
Patriots are going to be the Patriots, just like
Yeah,
Bama's
yeah.
going to be Bama.
That's why
I
man.
do have an interesting analysis of that game though. Dude, like if you pay they're missing Gronk.
Oh yes.
Brady's
Oh
missing Gronk.
yes.
What's that tight end now? Dude, he missed
What is this?
he missed the Watson?
No fan. Or
No.
Benjamin Watson?
Benjamin Watson.
Damn.
I know Benjamin Watson dropped 2 passes that Gronk would have caught for touchdowns or not touchdowns, easy 20-yard games, 20, 30-yard. That little seam route that Gronk runs, easy. And that offensive lineman for New England was kind of tripping that game.
Mm-hmm.
It was tripping that game.
Baltimore got a defense though.
Yeah. But I think on offensively, the chemistry's a little off. We got some new pieces with the receivers and stuff. But I'm not too really worried about it, honestly.
Oh man.
Dude, if the Ravens if Lamar doesn't turn the ball over, they can beat anybody.
My Cowboys really have no chance if they play the Ravens. No chance. They might can stick with them in points, but defensively they have no chance. The Ravens' offense is too fast. All over the board, they're too fast.
Yeah, Mark Ingram wouldn't have fumbled. Shoot, that might have been even bigger blowout by the Ravens.
So
But that was a good win by the Ravens, though.
Oh, for
Bro,
sure.
and then first off, the Texans should have won by more because y'all was running back home at the 1 yard line.
So,
But they should have won by more.
but my thing is that whole exchange, it was so funny. So he fumbles at the 2, goes in the end zone, touchback. The next play, Gardner Minshew throws an interception, and Justin Reed returns it back to the 3. So after all of that, we only lost 1 yard. So I was like, okay, so that just happened. So, one more thing I want to say about Texas is Deshaun he is a magician. He can make some crazy plays. There was multiple times where he was getting sacked, and on his way down he chunks it for a 20-yard gain. There was one time where he sacked and looking backwards and sees Carlos Hyde and just tosses him the ball and he runs it for a first down while he's surrounded. I'm like, what is going on? He's making some ridiculous plays. And honestly, that game, the offensive line didn't look terrible, and we didn't even have Larry Tunsil in there. And so, I'm telling you, once we get everybody healthy, and now we got more people on the same page, since we had all these new players coming in this season, Texas is looking scary. It's going to be
a solid team.
Yeah.
Y'all better than the Colts.
I think so,
Y'all
too.
better than the Colts. Yeah.
Talking about a good win is them Cowboys.
Chris talking going on. I'll miss the game.
We don't have to go in because we went in, we secured the bag, and we did. That's all we needed to do.
Hey, that black cat.
The black cat. Stephen A. Smith was like, the black cat travels with the Cowboys. I was like, first off, no. It's in the Giants locker room right now, in the cage. Our Cowboys, we're going to the Super Bowl, and we're going to beat the Ravens 59-57. Okay? Okay. Next topic.
All right.
So, what's the prediction for the upcoming week, man?
Cowboys. Beat anybody. Everybody.
They got the Vikings in Dallas.
That's fine. We never lose at home unless Aaron
I
Rodgers.
feel like that's going to be a good game, but I still think Dallas is going to pull it out, especially at home.
Dallas going to win. We don't lose at home.
What you thinking? You think Vikings? They've been looking good recently.
Yeah, I'm sticking with my Cowboys.
Oh, yeah?
That's not a guaranteed win.
Oh, it's a guarantee.
It's not a guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Jerry would be like, "Then rest we paid y'all good pay."
You better pay him good that game. We gonna need him. Let's Kirk just throw 3 interceptions.
Who you going for? You from Dallas? The what? The Cowboys. America's team.
So tell them what NFL teams do you like besides Cowboys?
Oh.
Any players? Any favorite players?
Texans.
Ooh.
Oh.
That
hurt.
face.
That hurt. Dang.
They're only the Saints, I guess.
Oh! Devon would like you.
Where did you learn? Well, where did you pick this up at?
I like what I like.
Yeah.
You got any favorite players? Favorite players? Any favorite players?
JJ Watt.
If you say JJ Watt, I swear.
I like JJ Watt so much.
Why are you on the bench? You watch the game from home?
Boy, he tore it back.
I know, he got injured.
That's fine. You got no arm, don't you? Emmitt Smith played with 2 broken arms.
Are you out there playing though?
Hey, I didn't say me. I said Emmitt Smith.
You're saying all this stuff, but you're not playing.
His daughter plays right across the street.
That's true. Facts.
So what other teams do you like since you don't like Cowboys?
I didn't say I didn't like them. We said other than the Cowboys.
Go ahead.
She said Saints. You got any favorite players? Favorite players?
Ezekiel Elliott.
That's not my favorite.
Dak Prescott.
I feel like everyone just likes him.
Amari Cooper. Tyron Smith. Our cousin. By the way, our cousin is Terrence Newman, longtime Cowboy. People don't know that.
Nate Davis?
Oh yeah, our cousin Nate Davis plays for the Titans. He's on the line. So yeah, he starts right now.
Okay.
I forgot. He's not listening.
Pick 2 games for 2 big games in the NFL.
One game that easily game of the week is Seattle at the 49ers.
Ooh.
Easy.
Dude,
49ers.
49.
I'm picking Seattle on this one.
Wait a minute, 49?
We're playing in San Francisco.
Never mind.
I'm still picking
49.
Seattle.
I picked Seattle. I'll change.
I'm picking
49ers.
Seattle.
I
Dude,
picked Seattle.
man, I think that the only undefeated left finally goes down. That's what I'm
Finally.
picking.
You know Russell Wilson gonna run up in there. All right, it's time.
That boy has 5 touchdowns last
It's
week.
gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a great game. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean,
Oh.
Who you got?
Russell Wilson, I forgot.
Oh, she like Russell Wilson. Wow, not a Cowboy.
Oh, so they have to be a Cowboy?
They have to be a Cowboy, but he did play for the Rangers. Well, he got drafted by them, so
I like Tim Tebow, but obviously.
he don't play.
I know that. I know. I saw him posting the SEC things.
He ain't played in 5 years.
I know. Just saying.
He played for the Mets.
What were game, Jacob?
how about the
Cowboys?
2 god awful teams in the Battle of New York?
Oh,
The Giants at the Jets.
Giants.
Giants.
Daniel Jones is not as bad as we think. Bro.
Dude, Daniel Jones is good. I think he's
Bro, he proved. I'm sorry, I thought he was so trash, but he's
good. He's calm, bro.
He's got a lot of potential, man.
Yeah. Next 3-4 years, he might give the Cowboys a run for our money.
Oh yeah, he's good.
You know what? Just to oppose y'all, I'm going with the Jets. Le'Veon Bell.
Wow.
Le'Veon Bell getting 150 and 2 touchdowns. All right.
Le'Veon, he is their team. That's what's sad. He is
Sam
their team.
Sam Darnold disappeared, man.
Le'Veon Bell got traded back to Pittsburgh last week.
Swear to God.
Yeah, he almost got traded back. That's crazy. Oh, Antonio Brown might go to the Seahawks, by the way.
Seahawks or the Eagles?
On FaceTime, he said he was in Seattle. So,
Ooh.
not FaceTime, but on IG, Instagram Live.
If he goes to Seattle, that's dangerous.
That is dangerous. With DK. And they just got Josh Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Jesus, Patriots listen.
they're going to have Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, Josh Gordon, and Antonio Brown.
In that running game?
They don't even need
In
it.
that defense?
They don't even need a defense.
And their front seven's dangerous.
And they got Will Driscoll coming back next year? Come on now. Y'all's gonna be Super Bowl champions.
So, all right, man, we're gonna switch the topics into relationships.
Oh, Lord.
Fun.
I love relationships.
We're not just talking about like boyfriend, girlfriend, to be friendships or whatnot.
I ain't got no friendship.
So, do you think relationships are harder to maintain in this era of time, as far as like technology being such a big motivator or being a big part of our everyday lives?
I mean, I think technology helps as well as kind of hinders us from keeping those relationships. Like obviously it helps us like communicate better and faster and easier, but it can like I guess hinder us as well kind of in being able to like communicate like verbally with people. I feel like sometimes like we lose our like ability to like communicate face to face with people when you're just like on your phone and, or whatever on social media saying stuff, because like people will say things on social media or online that they won't say to you in person. You know, it's easier when you're not in front of them, but yeah, it has its advantages and disadvantages.
That's true, because it's possible for you to be a good DMer and be a bad person in real life, like bad social skills in real life.
I feel that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What do y'all think?
I agree. You know, it's like they said, like she said, like, you know, technology has really ruined our communication skills. So, you know, like even when we're like in class, like I'm a communication major, and even in class, like people just like everybody's behind the screen. Everyone's like either it's a phone screen, an iPad screen, or it's a laptop. So it's like the teacher, like he's talking to us, facing us, but we're instead of looking at him, you know, focusing on what the PowerPoint or what he's writing on the board, we're looking at the PowerPoint on our screen right in front of us, or we're looking at our phone with texting on our friends or whatever. I just feel like technology has really just like kind of ruined us, like little by little. Because they're coming out more technology. Like you ain't even got to leave a room to like do anything. Siri can change your lights. Siri can change your freaking AC and everything. Like you can literally turn on your house lights from a phone. Like you can be in your car driving home, turn on the lights. Like that's cool and all, but like, dang, like that's just crazy how technology is taking over so much.
Do you think technology like distracts us from the one-on-one interaction, or us? It distracts us from us talking to our partner or friend.
Better than that,
getting closer to them.
Like you said earlier, like DM and everything. Like when you DM somebody and let's say you on Instagram mostly DMing people. Like you literally imagine that person right in front of you, basically from their pictures. Like not from their personality, what they sound like, or anything, from those pictures you see. So like we making perceptions based off like, hopefully this person's like this, but it can just be a totally different thing. So like technology's taking over, man. And they changed it like AirPods now, they make them to where they fit perfectly into people's ear. Like that's crazy. They've got somebody's ear and they shaped it to where it can fit perfectly into somebody's ear. That's crazy.
And so, I mean, just going back to the general thing, it's just, there's pros and cons to this whole situation. And I mean, y'all been going through a lot of cons, but on the flip side of that, that's how I met Megan, was with technology. Without it, I wouldn't have been able to meet her. And having that long distance relationship, that's one of the only ways I could communicate with her, is FaceTime, texting, calls. So there's a lot of pros to it too. Like, yeah, it can hinder some social skills, but it can also create new relationships, you can create new friendships with it, like communicate better with like job opportunities, all sort of stuff. But like I said, in my case, it's helped me build a relationship with Megan. And honestly, like, it's kind of like helped me like prepare myself to when I did first meet her. Like when we met online and then like I met her, it's like I kind of had an idea of who she was before I met her. And so when I did meet her, clicked automatically. Like it was everything flowed great. And sometimes you don't get that when you just straight up go like on a blind date or something, and you straight up meet somebody and like don't really talk before that. It can get awkward because you don't know what's going on. You don't know who they are. You don't know some of their interests. And sometimes, I mean, like I said, it's a hell of a lot easier to talk to somebody behind a screen. So maybe taking those first few steps to get to know them there can benefit you when you actually meet them in person.
I agree with that 100%.
So what do y'all think? What are y'all's success rate, or y'all can just give y'all's personal opinion on dating apps in general?
Mine's working out really well.
We know we got.
His is 100%. I think mine is like 95% because I think I found me somebody good in Shan. So I'm closer with Jeff.
That's how y'all met on.
Yeah, so we met on Tinder. So I think you and Megan met on Bumble. So I mean, if y'all on these dating apps, they can work. They make. I've been on Tinder for like 2 years. So literally, like, it's a grind, but it can work. So
Taylor, what's your opinion on it?
I feel like a lot of people, like, well, especially like older people, give them like a bad like rep, like dating apps. I think they're a good thing, honestly. You know, because a lot of people, well, they really are afraid to like approach someone in person. Maybe if they are interested in them or something like that. I think they're great, and honestly, you just have to be wise and be smart about who you meet and like stuff like that, what you do. But I mean, I guess from my own personal experience, I mean, I've met a lot of people. Some good, some bad, some in the middle. I mean, you know, it doesn't always work out with everybody, but I mean, I'm talking to someone and it seems to be going, well, pretty good, but I mean, yeah, it's just, you gotta be smart and be patient, you know, about things.
So I was gonna ask you, like, as far as like the ratio of being approached and DM, like, it's obvious that, you know, DM is more. So like, is that a result of technology, you think, or is it being more convenient? Would you rather somebody approach you, or does it matter?
I personally, honestly, I like the idea better of someone coming up to me in person. I like, you know, I'd rather be approached in person than like, getting a bunch of messages and stuff, because that can get annoying too. I mean, people just like sending you stuff for sometimes inappropriate things. But I like, I'm just a person. I like person-to-person contact better. And stuff like that, especially when it comes to like, I guess, pictures and all that, because like when people see you on a picture or whatever, well, like I think Chris said, they have that perception of you or whatever, instead of like when you see that person face to face, like they know what they're getting or whatever, like straightforward. But yeah, that's just my opinion personally. It's just like, don't be weird about it. I feel like a lot of guys can be weird, because I've definitely had some weird guys come up to me.
That's great.
Gotta be cool, collected, and confident.
That's the biggest one is confidence.
Because a lot of guys can come off weird and just very strange if they're just
really,
really shy and they just don't know what to say and that they're killing the conversation all the time. Dude, anything, going into anything, classes, dating, working, what doesn't matter. You just gotta be confident in everything you do.
Yeah, man. That first 3 seconds, man, is crucial in that approach, man. I'm just telling you.
Bro, like, when you approach a girl, like, one thing to always do is look her in the eye.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it may be weird, like, at first, but keep doing it, because that really shows, like, you more confident when you look somebody straight in the eye. Because, like, and then I would say, always stand right in front of them. Like, don't stand to the side, don't be leaning on one foot. I would say just be straight up, and like that's my advice to it. And then I think, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say one thing, but I just feel like just the being afraid of being rejected is why guys don't walk up to girls anymore. It is so rare, it's extremely rare. But go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just saying, like as an example, like literally a few weeks ago, I told Chris I was in Walmart and a guy came up to me, like, well, I went late, I shouldn't have went so late, but around midnight or whatever, because I needed stuff. And, like, I'm on the phone with my mom. And he, like, I had heard someone call me, but I kind of ignored him, you know? So he didn't want to talk to me in the first place. But he, like, came up to me and stuff. And I, like I said, hey to my mom, and he's like, oh, were you talking to me? And it's like, you see me on the phone. Like, clearly talking to the person on the other line.
Arguing.
Yeah.
He's still trying to just like.
Yeah. Still trying to talk to me and stuff, and I was like, I thought you were so beautiful, blah, 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 like, and have your number and stuff. But, I mean, I didn't end up giving it to him, but it's just like, stuff like that. It's just like, okay, I'm on the phone or whatever, and clearly I'm not talking to you, but yeah, it's just, coming off weird and stuff.
There's some good signs to where you should be able to see when a good time to
Yeah. Just to go with
like if
that.
somebody had like earphones in or like on the phone,
That's
you know
not
they
fun.
don't want to be talked to right now. Like you gotta see some signs.
I
Yeah,
agree.
that's the biggest thing I think. A lot of men don't pick up on the nonverbal cues.
Yeah.
Because women are passive aggressive. They're not gonna say no, like no, you're ugly. Stop. They're not gonna say that. They're like, you know, I got a boyfriend. Even if she's lying,
Yeah.
they're gonna say that.
Yeah.
But then guys are still like, oh no, she's lying. I'm gonna keep going. And it's just like, nah, you gotta
know
read
when
the
to stop.
signs,
You know when
man.
to stop.
Yeah.
Because y'all give out signs, right? Whenever you're interested in somebody, you flick
Yeah.
your hair or you make eye contact.
Not always.
I mean, girls be hiding that stuff sometimes.
Yeah, there's guys out opposite attract.
But you be in his proximity, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I
But
feel
this guy,
that.
like, he even asked me, like, if I had a boyfriend or whatever, and I told him, I said, well, I'm talking to someone or whatever, and stuff. And he's like, well, you can have friends, right? And I'm like, well, yeah, but I just told you I'm talking to someone, you know, like, I want to be respectful to them and stuff, but
I feel that.
it's just like when you keep pushing and stuff, it's like I already kind of told you no, so
Like you already begging.
yeah,
That's instant turn off too.
yeah.
Yeah, man, we're finna cut the podcast a little bit short, man. Great to have you, Taylor.
Yeah.
Any closing remarks? Any closing remarks for you?
Oh man.
A&M plays the women national team tomorrow in basketball.
Yes. Who will
Be there,
Kennedy
be
Carter
square.
make Team USA? Who will Kennedy Carter play for? Team USA or A&M? We don't know. So
Closing
yeah.
remarks, Taylor?
Got anything?
Be smart, be wise. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, be smart, be wise.
Yeah.
Always a good decision. All right. This is Pass It Back with Jacob Miles and Chris. I'm Miles.
I'm Jacob.
Cowboy Nation.
I'm Taylor.
Yeah.
Have a good one, man.